Hello, quick announcement for the channel. I want to be uploading more. I usually had exams, but legitimately right after, I think, yeah, like after the day I recorded this video, it just was told that my exams got yeeted to 2 months, 1 month. I don't care. I don't have my exams this week. That's what it matters. I'm gonna upload a bit more. I'm always gonna be streaming on Twitch. Be sure to follow me there. I know I've been uploading a lot, but thank you guys for staying with me. Thank you. On to the video. Hi guys, welcome back to this video. Today I'm playing BedWars with my friend. He's mostly here to carry me because I am absolutely terrible at this game. That's a joke. I am PvP god. And yeah, I'm just here because I had some school stories in mind, and I was like, I should tell my school stories. But guess who goes to the same school as me and knows these stories?
Me, yes, of course.
I didn't fall off the map. No. Okay, I have 2 stories today. I originally had 3, but then I replaced two of the stories with one because I think it's more exciting. And one of them has criminal activity. I know. I'm such a gamer. I am criminaling incredible. So my first story starts in, I think it was 7th grade. So we have this kid, okay? And this kid is a problematic kid, okay? He's like class clown, but not really. I don't know, he exists. And we had this theater. And so in school, sometimes theater is free, but sometimes our school rents out people, and you have to like pay for the theater. It's like $10. It's not that much, like $10 in our currency. We paid for the theater. We go. It's like a very cringy adaptation of Romeo and Juliet, where they tried to modernize it. It was very weird. Does anyone know the "Hello there, fellow kids" image? It was a theater version of that image. It was like. It was just very weird and cringy. It made they made grown people say yeet and they made like grown people say yeet and swag and stuff. It was very cringy. So yeah, it's a theater. Okay, whatever. It's better than doing class, I guess. It's better than doing class. And so the theater ends. And okay, so the kid apparently has a pencil, and he just goes. And after the theater ends, he just yeets the pencil. Did you get TNT? I died. And they were like paid to be there. That was like their profession. And it's like the equivalent of spitting in someone's face. Like it's like the equivalent of being a Karen and spitting in the waiter's face because it was very rude. And then the actor just turns around and just goes, "Hey, what the hell, man?" And then the teachers like went and said like, "What are you doing, kid?" Because this kid was in trouble before. I mean, I had trouble with him because he was in my 5th grade, and I didn't really like him. And yeah, this kid has been in trouble before, and it was just, I don't know, it was very rude, but it was also very funny. He just like yeeted a pen. He doesn't have a care in the world. I think now that I'm in high school, I think he left the school. I'm not pretty sure. Okay.
He might have.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him.
Yeah, me too.
I haven't seen him since.
Okay, get TNT. Oh no. Anyways, so this other story is very nice because it shows when I'm a super hardened criminal, and I definitely don't steal Technoblade's ideas. I don't see the problem here. I would never steal Technoblade's idea.
Never.
Yeah, never. Okay, I'm just gonna be like, no.
I will nothing, by the way.
Yeet. TNT, bonk.
We're good with the other guy, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
He passed us.
So in 7th grade, so we have this class in our school in 7th and 8th grade called Technology and Design. That guy got our bed. So we have Technology and Design, and it's a class where like it's a pretty chill class. It's like an MT class, but it's like arts. It's arts but better. It's arts but better. That guy's like garbage. Okay. So yeah, it's a cool class, and we had this project where we had to like make a living space on Mars or something, and like we have to like design stuff.
You
have to like design stuff.
I'm rudely interrupting your speech, but
yes, I realized.
What a gamer.
So Yeah, and so like you know what we could do? We could like have pieces of wood. We could cut the wood with like a wood cutter. It was like very poggers, and yeah, we would just go there, and it was just a fun class. You know, it made me feel like an actual person because they weren't treating us like babies. Because you know, in middle school, if you like touch anything remotely that can murder someone, they're like, ew, bad, bad, and like they try to murder you. But no, it was like cool.
Including scissors, by the way.
Yeah, including scissors. So you know, you could use glue guns. It was just a good class in general. And so, in this class, we had this teacher, and I'm gonna name her Karen because first of all, privacy, and second of all, she's just like a Karen. And she would just like yell at the kids 24/7. Like there was like she wouldn't. So there were like some troublemaking kids, and by troublemaking, they just talked throughout the class. They was like they would just like talk within each other. You know, normal person behavior.
They would do nothing. They would do nothing about the lesson.
Yeah, they would just like you know if I was a teacher and I had students do nothing about the lessons, I'd just ignore them. Okay, but then she was like, I am personally offended, and she would like bully those kids and like not give any like she wouldn't give us any attention. And I was like, hey, I need to wield this mechanical thing that could very well cut my arms. Can you please supervise me while doing that? And she's like, no, I'm too busy bullying these kids. She's like a Hypixel level 200 sweat, but like bullying IRL, if you know what I mean. And so for this like very cringy project that we were doing about the Mars home, I just needed some LEDs, okay? And I was like, I should use an Arduino since I can like connect many LEDs up at once. So I was like, I like this is like very simple stuff. I'm just gonna write turn LED on the Arduino, and I needed the computer because we had computers there as well. They had like computers. And I was like, can you turn on the computer? And she was like, sure. And then she didn't do that for the entire lesson. And next week I was like, we need to make our project, please. We have like 2 weeks due. And she was like, sure. And she never did. And finally, so we would present every single one of our projects. So the week we started presenting, she finally opened. So other groups are presenting while we're not even done. And then, that time while she opened it, I saw her password from over her shoulder, and I was like, okay, that's her password then. And me being the absolute gamer I am, I would never use this password except for coding. Because I'm such a gamer, I'm just a nerd. You know, I would just like code, and me being the absolute gamer I am, I flexed this on my friend. I was like, I know the teacher's password. Like, this was a close friend, we're not that close now. And she went, oh, cool, what is it? And me being the absolute biggest brainer gamer out there, I told her the password. And she was like, cool. And then, okay, nothing goes on. But so our school is like connected. All of the computers are connected. So if you have like one teacher's password, you can enter every single computer on the school. And there was an obsession in our school in break times that you just play music on the computers, okay? Every student in every class is like, can we play music in the class, please? And the teacher's like, sure, generally. But once this teacher and sometimes they don't. And the girl I told the password, she also told everyone else that she knew the password. But she was very easy to bully because she was like she talked a lot. I was just a shy kid who didn't do anything but computers and like read books. And she told everyone. And so everyone started bullying her into opening songs. And they were like, hey, girl, you know the password, don't you? And she was like, yeah. And then they would be like, hey, open music, now. And then they would just go, okay, oh, that is a... No, that was a bad idea. Okay, so yeah, they bullied her into opening songs, and one day she got caught, okay? So one day the teacher just didn't allow us to open music, and then they returned and they had music. And the teacher was like, what the hell? I thought no music, how did you open the computer? And everyone who bullied her instantly snitched on her. And she was like, and then she saw, because you can see which teacher's account is open, and she was like, who got Mrs. Karen's password? And they snitched her. And then, so we have teachers who just run around in corridors, like they're like hall monitors, but teachers. Okay, we have like every teacher has an appointed hall monitoring day. And just so happens that day, Mrs. Karen had a hall monitoring on the exact corridor we had a class. So, yeah, so she just dragged the girl to her, And guess what the girl does? The girl immediately snitches on me. And the teacher goes running into the class and yells, "Brad!" I mean, she yells my IRL name. And she just yells, "Brad!" And I'm like, oh no. And so I go out and she's like, "What are you doing?" And she just like goes all out. And she just like bullies me. And then she's like, "I'm gonna give you a written yoink. This is my final." I hate yoink. Nope. That is my final. That is my
They are
final.
both. No, never mind.
Yeah,
he disconnected, bruh.
That is my final. So yeah, she just like, and she was like, "I'm gonna give you a written warning," and a written warning is basically like a very bad thing.
The worst thing you can get in the school.
Yeah, it's like a bad.
Other than like getting.
Yeah, like so our school, we don't have like detention, so it works as like just teachers saying stop. And then it's a written warning, and then it's basically you getting expelled. So it's like a very, very bad thing. Like if you got in a fight in the school, you got a written warning. If you like swore at teachers, you got a written warning. And I was about to get a written warning, and I'm like, oh no. But then she just said, "I'll do it later," and left me because the class was starting. And she had a class, I guess, I don't know. And after that day, that was in 7th grade. That was in 7th grade. I'm in high school for 2 years. Every time I saw her, I would see her like at the other end of a corridor. I would turn 180 degrees and just go the opposite way.
Get sharp.
Okay, I did that for 2 whole years. And I think like next year
I was in the same class with him.
Yeah,
And he was really very stressful. I
had like breakdowns that she would give me because my parents would be like, "What are you doing? What are you how?" And they would like murder me, and so
they would like
they would
not let him do anything, including gaming.
Yeah. So maybe
especially gaming.
I'm gonna get the bad credits. Thank you. Okay, so yeah. And I think next year she just forgot about it because like the end of 8th grade. So she only teaches middle school. So if I went to high school, like right now I'm safe because I know she won't go to high school. But in 8th grade, the last day of 8th grade, she came up to me and she just started talking to me. And I was like, "Oh, how's your day going?" Blah blah blah. And I think she forgot that I did something because she never mentioned it, or like I think she was like very like manipulative and like didn't want me to know, or else she just legit forgot. I mean, I don't think she was that old, but yeah, that was like one of the most scary experiences on my life, and it was in school. Yeah. I am an incredible gamer.